Good day everyone, I am Jeraldine Latorre and I will going to discuss the parts of the microscope. So what is microscope? A microscope is a scientific instrument. It makes small objects look larger. This lets people see the small things. So as what I said, a microscope is an instrument that is used to magnify small objects. It is through the microscope lenses that the image of an object can be magnified and observed in detail. So how does a simple microscope work? A simple light microscope manipulates how light enters the eye using a convex lens, where both sides of the lens are curved outwards. When light reflects off of an object being viewed under the microscope and passes through the lens, it bends towards the eye. This makes the objects look bigger than it actually is. So here are the parts of the microscope. First is the eyepiece. The eyepiece is the part of the microscope that magnifies the image produced by the microscope's objective so that it can be seen by the human eye. So another term of eyepiece is ocular lens. Second is the observation tube. At the lowest part of the observation tubes or binocular or trinocular, there is incorporated a tube lens. So its function is to gather the parallel rays of light projected by the objective and bring those rays to focus at the plane of the fixed diaphragm of the eyepiece. Third is the arm. So the arm connects to the base and supports the microscope head. It is also used to carry the microscope. So as you can see in the illustration, it supports the microscope head. Next is nose piece. The microscope nose piece, also known as the revolving turret, sits below the head of the microscope and locks the objective lens into position over the stage aperture by rotating in either direction. Next is the objective lens. The objective lens gathers light from the specimen, magnifies the image of the specimen, and projects the magnified image into the body tube. Next is the stage clips. They are spring-loaded to hold the slide edges and lock the slide in place so that the stage controls can move the position on the slide smoothly. Next is the iris diaphragm. So the main function of an iris diaphragm of a microscope is to control the amount of light that reaches the specimen. Next is the Genderser lens. So a lens to be mounted under the stage. This lens can adjust the amount of light to uniformly illuminate objects. It is useful for observation at high magnification. Next is the light source. Light source. So this is the microscope light source located at the base, and it is used instead of a mirror. It captures light from an external source of a low voltage of about 100 voltage. So the next is the coarse adjustment knob. So the larger set of the knobs used for coarse focusing under low power. So here are the illustration. So next, the fine focus. A knob used to fine-tune the focus of a specimen in conjunction with the coarse focus. Next is the base. So the base is the bottom of the microscope, and it is used for support illuminator. A steady light source of 110 volts used in place of a mirror. And the last is the stage control knob. These knobs move the stage left and right or up and down. So here are the facts about The microscope. The scanning electron microscope was invented in 1935 by Max Null, and the scanning probe microscope was created in the 1980s by Gerd Bennig and Heinrich Roher. And the atomic force microscope was created in 1986 by Gerald Bennig. And the last fact about microscope is a 500 nanometer long object was the smallest sample seen through a light microscope. So, thank you and God bless you everyone.